In the world of daytime television, where smiles and camaraderie typically dominate, a shocking moment unfolded on the Kelly Clarkson Show that left audiences buzzing. Reports surfaced claiming that country music legend Reba McEntire, a frequent guest and beloved figure, stormed off the set after a heated exchange with host Kelly Clarkson. The incident, described as a fiery confrontation, sent shockwaves through fans of both stars, who share a long history of friendship and even family ties. But what could have caused such a dramatic moment between two women known for their warmth and mutual admiration? To understand this, we need to dive into their complex relationship, their shared past, and the events leading up to this unexpected clash. Reba and Kelly have been connected for over 2 decades, first meeting during the 2002 American Idol finale where Kelly, the newly crowned winner, performed a duet with Reba, singing Does He Love You? Their bond deepened when Kelly married Brandon Blackstock, Reba's stepson from her marriage to Narvel Blackstock, making Reba her stepmother-in-law. Despite their respective divorces, Reba from Narvel in 2015 and Kelly from Brandon in 2022, the two have maintained a close friendship, often texting and collaborating professionally. Fans have celebrated their chemistry, whether through joint performances like their 2007 CMT Crossroads duet or Kelly's heartfelt tributes to Reba, such as her 2018 Kennedy Center Honors speech where she called Reba a rad grandma to her kids. Yet, whispers of tension have occasionally surfaced, particularly around the time of Kelly's contentious divorce from Brandon, where Reba's loyalty to her stepson reportedly caused friction. Sources suggest that Reba, ever the peacemaker, once urged Kelly to reconcile with Brandon for the sake of their children, River and Remington, a suggestion that didn't sit well with Kelly, who was navigating a bitter legal battle. On the day of the alleged incident, Reba appeared on the Kelly Clarkson Show to promote her new sitcom Happy's Place and her role as a coach on The Voice. The episode began with the usual warmth, with Kelly praising Reba's iconic career and their shared history. However, as the conversation shifted to personal topics, an unexpected spark ignited. While the exact trigger remains unclear, insiders claim the discussion veered into sensitive territory, possibly touching on family dynamics or past professional disagreements. Kelly, known for her candidness, may have made a comment that Reba perceived as a slight, leading to a sharp exchange that caught everyone off guard. The audience, accustomed to their playful banter, sensed the shift as Reba's demeanor changed, her signature smile fading. What followed was a moment of raw emotion, with Reba reportedly standing, offering a curt farewell, and walking off the set, leaving Kelly visibly stunned. The crew scrambled to cut to a commercial break, but the damage was done. Social media erupted with clips and speculation, with fans divided between those shocked by Reba's exit and others wondering what Kelly said to provoke such a reaction. This incident, while jarring, isn't entirely out of context given their layered history. To fully grasp its significance, we must consider the pressures both women face: Reba balancing her loyalty to her stepson with her affection for Kelly, and Kelly navigating her post-divorce life under public scrutiny. The confrontation, though brief, highlights the complexities of blending personal and professional relationships in the spotlight. The aftermath of Reba McEntire's dramatic exit from the Kelly Clarkson Show has sparked intense debate among fans and media alike, with many dissecting the nuances of what transpired. While no official statement from either Reba or Kelly has confirmed the details, sources close to the show suggest the confrontation stemmed from a misunderstanding that escalated quickly. Kelly, known for her emotional transparency, often uses her platform to discuss personal growth, including her divorce from Brandon Blackstock, which was finalized in 2022 after a tumultuous legal battle. Reba, who considers Brandon her son despite their step relationship, has historically supported both him and Kelly, even publicly wishing them well during their split. However, reports from 2023 indicated tension when Reba, as a mega mentor on The Voice, allegedly pushed Kelly to reconsider her stance on Brandon, believing reconciliation could benefit their children. This advice, though well-intentioned, reportedly frustrated Kelly, who felt Reba was overstepping boundaries. On the day of the incident, The conversation on the show reportedly took an unplanned turn when Kelly referenced her journey of moving on post-divorce, possibly alluding to challenges with co-parenting or Brandon's actions. Reba, protective of her stepson's memory especially after his passing in August 2025 from Illinois, may have interpreted Kelly's comments as dismissive or critical, igniting her defensive response. Witnesses describe Reba's tone as sharp but controlled, a stark contrast to her usual warmth, as she challenged Kelly's perspective before abruptly leaving the set. The moment was particularly shocking because of their public history of affection, from joint tours like the 2008 Two Worlds Two Voices tour to Kelly's emotional performances of Reba's songs like Fancy and Till You Love Me. Social media platforms, particularly X, lit up with reactions, with some fans praising Reba for standing her ground and others defending Kelly, arguing she was simply being honest about her experiences. The incident also reignited discussions about the pressures of maintaining familial ties in the entertainment industry, where personal disputes can quickly become public spectacles. Production sources claimed the show's team edited the episode heavily before airing, smoothing over the confrontation to preserve both stars' images. Yet, unedited clips leaked online, fueling speculation about the true nature of their disagreement. Some theorize the clash wasn't just about family but also professional rivalries, as both women are powerhouse vocalists with overlapping fan bases in country and pop music. Kelly's success as a talk show host and Reba's return to television with Happy's Place may have added subtle competitive undertones, though neither has publicly acknowledged such tensions. As the dust settles, fans are left wondering whether this moment marks a permanent rift or a temporary flare-up in an otherwise enduring friendship. To understand the Reba McEntire and Kelly Clarkson confrontation, we must explore the emotional undercurrents that have defined their relationship. Both women have faced significant personal challenges in recent years, which likely amplified the stakes of their on-air clash. Kelly's divorce from Brandon Blackstock was not just a personal loss but a public saga, involving disputes over finances, custody, and allegations of mismanagement by Brandon, who was her manager. The settlement, which required Kelly to pay substantial child support and a lump sum, left her guarded about discussing her ex publicly. Reba, on the other hand, has maintained a close bond with Brandon, describing him as her son even after her divorce from his father. Narvel. Brandon's death in 2025, after a private battle with cancer, was a profound loss for Reba, who paid tribute to him on social media with heartfelt memories of their time together. Kelly, while grieving for her children's father, has been more reserved, focusing on her role as a mother and her career. This contrast in their approaches to Brandon's passing may have set the stage for the misunderstanding on the Kelly Clarkson Show. During the episode, Kelly's attempt to keep the conversation light and professional reportedly clashed with Reba's sensitivity about family matters, particularly any perceived slight against Brandon's memory. Eyewitnesses note that Reba's exit wasn't theatrical but firm, a reflection of her no-nonsense personality shaped by her Oklahoma roots and years in the cutthroat music industry. Kelly, caught off guard, attempted to defuse the situation with humor, but the cameras captured her stunned expression as Reba walked away. The incident recalls a 2023 report from RadarOnline.com, which claimed tension between the two on The Voice set when Reba urged Kelly to reconcile with Brandon, a suggestion Kelly firmly rejected. Despite these past frictions, their history is filled with mutual support. Reba mentored Kelly during their joint tour, teaching her to embrace audience applause, and Kelly has consistently praised Reba's influence on her career. The confrontation, then, seems less about deep-seated animosity and more about a moment of raw vulnerability, magnified by the live studio setting. Fans on X have speculated about the role of producers, questioning whether the show's team intentionally steered the conversation toward personal topics to generate buzz. Others argue that both women, known for their authenticity, simply let their emotions get the better of them. As the story continues to unfold, the incident serves as a reminder of the delicate balance public figures must strike between personal loyalty and professional decorum. The public's reaction to Reba McEntire's walk-off from the Kelly Clarkson Show has been a mix of shock, sympathy, and curiosity, with social media platforms like X becoming a battleground for competing narratives. Fans of Reba argue that her protective instincts as a stepmother kicked in, especially given her recent grief over Brandon Blackstock's passing. Posts on X highlight Reba's emotional tribute to Brandon, where she called him a cowboy whose legacy and laughter live on, suggesting she was defending his memory during the confrontation. Conversely, Kelly's supporters point to her resilience in the face of a challenging divorce and her right to speak candidly about her experiences. Comments on Instagram and X praise Kelly's vulnerability, with one user noting, "Kelly's been through hell with that divorce, and she's allowed to tell her story without being judged." The leaked clip of the incident, though brief, shows Reba's face tightening as Kelly speaks, followed by a pointed remark before Reba exits, leaving Kelly to fumble through an awkward transition. This moment has sparked debates about whether the clash was a spontaneous outburst or a culmination of unresolved tensions. Some media outlets have revisited a 2019 report from the U.S. Sun, which revealed that Reba and Kelly were once in talks for a reality show with Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani, a project scrapped after personal and professional conflicts, possibly hinting at earlier strains. The current incident also draws parallels to a 2023 RadarOnline.com story claiming Reba's meddling and Kelly's divorce caused friction on The Voice set. Despite these reports, both women have publicly downplayed any rift, with Kelly stating on Watch What Happens Live in 2023 that she and Reba text regularly and share a bond unaffected by their divorces. Reba, too, has emphasized her love for both Kelly and Brandon, refusing to take sides. Yet, the public nature of this confrontation has made reconciliation trickier, as fans and tabloids dissect every detail. The show's producers have remained tight-lipped, but sources claim they're working to mend the situation, possibly inviting Reba back for a follow-up appearance. For now, the incident underscores the challenges of maintaining a public persona while navigating personal grief and complex family dynamics, leaving fans hopeful that these two icons can find common ground. The professional paths of Reba McEntire and Kelly Clarkson have often intersected, creating a backdrop of collaboration that makes their recent clash all the more surprising. Their 2007 CMT Crossroads performance, where they sang Because of You and Does He Love You, showcased their vocal chemistry and mutual respect, earning a Grammy nomination. Their 2008 Two Worlds Two Voices tour further solidified their bond, with Kelly crediting Reba for teaching her stage presence, like pausing to let the audience clap. Reba, in turn, has praised Kelly's versatility, once saying, "When she opens her mouth, you never know what's coming next." These moments of camaraderie contrast sharply with the reported confrontation, suggesting that personal issues, rather than professional rivalry, fueled the tension. The Kelly Clarkson Show incident occurred during a segment meant to celebrate Reba's new projects, but the conversation reportedly veered into unscripted territory. Kelly's openness about her post-divorce life, including co-parenting challenges, may have clashed with Reba's protective stance toward Brandon, whose death in 2025 added a layer of sensitivity. Reba's walk-off wasn't just a reaction to a single comment but a reflection of her deep loyalty to her stepson, whom she considered her own. This loyalty was evident in her 2021 Entertainment Tonight interview, where she called Brandon her blood and expressed love for both him and Kelly. The confrontation also highlights the unique pressures of their shared history on The Voice, where Reba served as a mega mentor while Kelly was a coach. Reports from 2023 suggested Reba's attempts to mediate Kelly's divorce created unease, a dynamic that may have resurfaced on set. Fans on X have pointed to Kelly's emotional performances of Reba's songs, Like You Lie in 2024, as proof of their deep connection, making the clash feel like a family dispute rather than a feud. Media speculation has also raised questions about whether the show's producers encouraged a provocative discussion to boost ratings, a tactic not uncommon in daytime TV. As both women navigate their grief over Brandon's passing and their high-profile careers, the incident serves as a poignant reminder that even the strongest bonds can be tested under pressure. The cultural significance of the Reba McEntire and Kelly Clarkson confrontation extends beyond their personal drama, touching on broader themes of family, loyalty, and public perception in the entertainment industry. Both women are trailblazers, Reba as the queen of country with a career spanning decades, and Kelly as the original American Idol winner who transcended reality TV to become a multifaceted star. Their shared history, from duets to family ties, has made them a beloved duo, often compared to a mother-daughter pair. This makes the Kelly Clarkson Show incident particularly jarring, as it shatters the image of their unbreakable bond. The clash also reflects the challenges of navigating personal loss in the public eye, especially after Brandon Blackstock's death in 2025. Reba's grief, expressed through her emotional social media tribute, contrasts with Kelly's more private mourning, creating a potential disconnect in how they process their shared loss. The confrontation may have been sparked by this difference, with Kelly's candid discussion of her post-divorce life clashing with Reba's protective instincts. Media coverage has amplified the incident, with outlets like RadarOnline.com revisiting past tensions, such as Reba's alleged meddling in Kelly's divorce. Yet, their history suggests resiliency. Kelly's 2018 Kennedy Center Honors speech praised Reba's role as a friend and grandmother, while Reba has consistently supported Kelly's career, even after their divorces. Fans on X have called for a reconciliation, with some suggesting a joint performance to mend fences, perhaps revisiting their iconic "Does He Love You" duet. The incident also raises questions about the role of talk shows in fostering authentic moments versus manufactured drama. Did producers push for a personal discussion to generate buzz, or was this a genuine moment of vulnerability? As Reba promotes Happy's Place and Kelly continues her talk show and The Voice duties, both must balance their public images with private pain. The confrontation, while painful, may ultimately strengthen their bond if they address it openly, proving that even icons can navigate conflict with grace. The fallout from Reba McEntire's walk-off on The Kelly Clarkson Show has prompted reflection on the pressures of fame and the fragility of personal relationships under public scrutiny. Both Reba and Kelly have built careers on authenticity, Reba with her down-to-earth Oklahoma charm and Kelly with her relatable, heart-on-sleeve persona. Yet, this incident reveals how even genuine connections can buckle under the weight of public expectations and personal grief. Reba's loyalty to Brandon Blackstock, whom she raised as her own, has been a cornerstone of her identity, evident in her heartfelt tributes after his passing. Kelly, meanwhile, has been vocal about her journey of healing post-divorce, using her platform to inspire others. The clash likely stemmed from a misalignment in their emotional status, Reba's protective grief clashing with Kelly's need to assert her independence. Eyewitnesses described the moment as brief but intense, with Reba's exit signaling a rare loss of composure for the seasoned performer. Kelly's attempt to recover with humor underscores her resilience, but her stunned expression betrayed the sting of the moment. Social media reactions on X range from calls for empathy. Both are grieving in their own way to speculation about deeper issues, with some pointing to past reports of Reba's meddling and Kelly's divorce. The incident also highlights the role of media in amplifying personal disputes, with outlets quick to sensationalize the clash. Yet, their history suggests hope for reconciliation. Kelly's 2023 Watch What Happens Live comments about texting Reba regularly and Reba's praise for Kelly's growth indicate a bond that transcends conflict. The Kelly Clarkson Show team has reportedly reached out to Reba for a follow-up appearance, possibly to address the incident and restore their public image as friends. Fans are hopeful that the two can leverage their shared history of collaborations, tours, and family ties to move past this moment. As both navigate their careers and personal losses, the incident serves as a reminder that even the strongest relationships require work, especially when played out on a public stage. Looking forward, the Reba McEntire and Kelly Clarkson confrontation may serve as a turning point, either deepening their bond or highlighting unresolved tensions. Both women have faced public and personal challenges before. Reba with the loss of her band in a 1991 plane crash, and Kelly with her high-profile divorce, and emerged stronger. Their ability to navigate this incident will likely depend on their willingness to address it privately before returning to the public eye. Reba's current projects, including Happy's Place and The Voice, keep her in the spotlight, while Kelly's talk show and music career demand emotional vulnerability. A reconciliation could take the form of a joint project, perhaps a duet or a candid discussion on Kelly's show, allowing them to model forgiveness and understanding. Fans on X have already begun campaigning for such a moment, with one user suggesting, "Imagine Reba and Kelly singing A Because of You Again, it would heal everything." The incident also underscores the broader dynamics of women in entertainment, where personal and professional lives are often scrutinized. Reba and Kelly, both pioneers in their genres, have defied expectations throughout their careers, and this clash may ultimately humanize them further. Media outlets continue to speculate, with some revisiting Dolly Parton's 2025 advice to both women about gratitude and honoring memories, suggesting a path forward. The Kelly Clarkson Show producers are reportedly keen to avoid further controversy, potentially inviting Reba back for a lighthearted segment to diffuse the narrative. For now, the incident remains a raw moment in their storied relationship, but their history of mutual respect is evident in Kelly's covers of Reba's songs and Reba's mentorship suggests they can overcome this. As fans await their next move, the confrontation serves as a poignant reminder that even icons are human, navigating love, loss, and loyalty under the unrelenting gaze of the public eye.